Okay, this is a quick demonstration on player registration. We can use this for soccer clubs, any type of member or player registration. This particular quick demo is going to be on snooker players registration. Again, this is very basic demonstration. We can add as many fields as we want to the forms. I'll quickly go through, and I can show you the different fields we can add. So basically, what we're seeing here is the back end. So this is the administration, what the admins of the CRM system is actually going to see. Again, if I drag over Firefox, we can actually create just a demo website if you want to, with a shop, events, registration. Website that members will see basically. So if I click on registration, I can see here I have different fields here for registration. If I just move Firefox out of the way, if I click on members here, again this is the back end. These is all the members that are registered already. Okay, so I can create a member manually in the back end. So if I create a member and I call this a test member, so it can be an individual or it can be a club or a company. So you can decide. Again, if individual is selected, you can see there's fields here. Company, we can have different fields for company and a different field for individual. So again, the VAT number, again, we can take that out. We don't really need that. So we can type in anything we want. We have different types of fields here. Again, we can add as many fields with names as you like. We could update the age from the day of birth. If I use break 47 20. Again, these fields are, we can add as much as we like. Okay, so these fields here will also exist on the web form. So at the minute we only have 4 forms, 4 fields there at the minute, but we'll have all of these fields or whatever fields you need on the registration form, so the member themselves can actually fill it out. Okay, so again, if I fill out all of this information, called test member, I can add a picture. You can upload a picture or whatever you want, just that, anything at all, and click save. That member is now saved. Okay, so it's just test member with a picture. We click on members. You see here, so there's different types of views. There's a Kanban view, which gives this square, which is probably the best for members, and then you have a list view. And you can see all the different types of memberships and who's invoiced and stuff like that. Again, as I said, this is a lot of work still to be done on this in terms of invoicing and stuff. But that's the basic gist of creating a member. Now, if we go over here to our registration, and we'll call this snooker player test is the name. So let's test that. Oh, sorry, getting ahead of myself. Put that number, and then we have a membership type. So you see here all the different types of memberships that we have. Again, if I go back to the back end, we can set whichever members type we need. So if I just move that out of the way, and I go back here to members, and I go to configuration and membership products, here is all the different types of membership products and the prices, membership fees that we have. So we can actually create a new one, and we can call it test. So there's different variable periods, so we can do this for 1 week. Membership fee is 12. We can set the income account for your accounts basically. Income, just sales category. Again, we have different categories for player registration or whatever. Won't get into that now. Membership category, you can leave that as it is. Okay, so we can fill out our memberships, and we call it whatever you want. Numbers, email. Select your membership type, 21 and over. Click next. I'm going to pay with wire transfer. Obviously we'll have Stripe and PayPal and whatever else that you need set up. So if we click on pay now, you can go back to our back end, then we should see members, and we'll see that registration has actually gone through. There it is there. Not with all the squigglies. You can see there's $1 here, which basically means because we've done wire transfer on the website, we've done a wire transfer, money hasn't been received yet, so we can't mark this person as a member because we actually haven't received money yet. When it's Stripe and PayPal, this will all be automated. So basically, it will actually come as invoiced and how much money to paid, because obviously to be paying directly with your credit card. Okay, and again, these fields here, don't forget we can add all these fields to the registration page as well. Okay, so here again, just give you a quick breakdown on how easy this system is. We go here to members and say go to website on the back end. Okay, and go to website. Again, this is your back end, but I'm logged in as an admin, so I can edit the actual page. Okay, so if I click on registration, I can edit this page. I could quickly just drag a picture here and drop it. So I could call this player registration. Double click that. I can add a picture to it. Again, you can see how easy it actually is. We have all different features down along here that we can add in as well, just by drag drop. You can add in a, sorry, that's not installed, feature grid, different types of grids and stuff. Again, so it's really flexible on the form, so don't be worrying about the way it looks at the moment. If I save this form now, save that in the back end, bring across my front end, refresh the page. Now you can see what I've done in the back end automatically updates to the front page. So it's very flexible. Again, we're only tipping the iceberg on what we can do on this system. Again, we can go to say events. We can click on events here. This is on the front end, so we can see there's a senior event coming up. Again, we can add in as many events as we want. So this is the front end. If we go back to the back end here and click on events, we can see all existing events. So this event is starting on the 30th of July. It's called senior events, and there's 3 expected attendances and there's 1 confirmed. So if we click on that, we can actually see the event that we actually created. Okay, so this is the event registration, this is the price, maximum seats. So we're saying we were only allowing 20 players to register for this event. Reserve seats is 1, because there's 1 minimum attendee is 1 and the limit is to 20. So basically you can print badges and stuff. I don't think you probably need the badges, but you can preview badges. You can attendee name and ticket type. It will automatically fill the badges out for you. So if we create a new event, we call it test event. Organization, administrator, we can leave it all the same. Start date is going to start on 22nd of August. It's going to end on the Friday. Sorry, I've done that wrong. 22nd here, and it's going to end on the 27th or 26th at a different time, whatever you want. So the minimum attendees, we need 1 at least. Well, snooker you probably need at least 2 or 3 or whatever. I'll just say 1 for now. We're going to limit the registration to 30 players. Again, you can figure out all your different categories, whether it's a physical event. Again, we can create new categories if you need to. So it's going to be a ticket. We're going to actually decide. We're going to pay. We need payment for this actual event. So test event, we can set that you can no longer buy after the 26th or 27th. The price is €10. Maximum available seats is 30. We said reserve seats, so we can reserve. So there's 5 players definitely coming. We can reserve them. And that's basically that event set up for you. Again, you have loads of different options. Your email schedule, so we can decide after every registration I want to email the person that's registering. So on the event, again, you can click here on this button. Yeah, so this is what it's going to look like when the member registers for an event. So this is the email, all the different. So this is the template email that we can pre-configure for them to look at. Again, I'll be going through all of that with the new system. So we can preview the email. So it'll come up your registration at the senior events. It's from RIBSA. It's to Aircom. So this is what it's going to actually look like in their email. Hi, we're happy to confirm the event. Attendee, see you soon. RIBSA, questions about this event. So no, we can view event then directly from your email client. So this is just a preview. Save. Again, we can edit this template as well or add whatever we need to add. So that's adding in an actual event. So we can confirm this event. Closing date cannot be set at the beginning date. Okay, so we have something wrong here with the start date. Is the 22nd? Yeah, it's July. It should be August. Should be the 8th. So I had the end date before the start date, which is obviously not possible. Confirm event. And obviously we're not going to finish event. The finish event is not going to be active on the actual website. So we can bring across our front page, refresh events, and we can see we have 2 events. So this is actually unpublished. I haven't actually published it. Yeah. So as you can see, what's happening here, if you scroll across, it's saying sold out, but it's saying sold out because I have minimum attendees as 0 and limited is 0. So limited we said 30, wasn't it? And we're going to click save, and we're going to publish this on the website. So we click publish here. So that's it now published on the website by clicking this button. Okay, so we refresh this page again. This is the front end. You can see the test event is now here, and we can now actually register for this test event. Again, we can edit this the way this page looks, the events page, by just going to our back end over here, clicking on website, clicking on go to website, and we can actually click on events. We can just edit this page. We can add in whatever we like, basically. You can add in a big picture at the start of it, you know, and have your registration underneath it. Again, look, that's only design. It's the functionality we're trying to get to show you here. So don't be worrying too much about the design. It's very easy to get the design correct. So that's the back end. So again, if we bring over the front end where the member will actually register for this event. So click on test event, we call the test event, to end the registration, we never put a date on it. The price is €10 and I want 3 tickets and I want to register. So it'll actually ask you then for the 3 attendees. The reason that's grayed out there now at the moment, if you see, I think I have actually only allowed a minimum of 1 ticket per registration. Again, if you go back here, discard that's saving. Okay, click on website, click on events, test event. Again, we can see here, there's 0 at the minute it's expected because nobody has registered for this event yet. This is where we can see and print off who's attending. So click on your senior events, see attendees here, and that'll tell us who's attending and have registered, confirmed, unconfirmed. So we can click on, it's unconfirmed because we used wire transfer basically. But again, that's basically your attendees list. So go back here to our event that we're having a problem with, test event. If we edit this, minimum attendees is 1, maximum attendees is 30, price, maximum table, unconfirmed seats is 0. I think that's because we selected 3, was it? Let me go back here, test event, register. No, it's still grayed out. 1 second. So as you can see, the system is very, very powerful with the back end. So basically, from your existing website, we can have a link on your existing website. You can click on register now, and that can bring us straight to the registration page. So we don't actually need the home page. Again, the shop can be if we want to start selling products online. I don't know if, again, for if it was a soccer club or a club that sold t-shirts and stuff like that, we could actually add in t-shirts and snooker cues and football jerseys and football socks and stuff all in here in the shop. We can have our events, which is our upcoming events. So we can click on next week. It'll only show you what's coming up next week. This month it's going to show us everything that's coming up this month. Next events. Again, we could also add in a calendar as well. So if you want to view a calendar, this here is actually better than a calendar. Just your different events. The registration. Again, don't forget we can add in as many fields as we want in this registration, and that will correspond with your members, which are here. Again, when members are expiring, they will receive an email. We can decide 3 weeks before a membership is about to expire, we can send them an email to remind them the membership. They can then log on. Oh yeah, that was one more thing I meant to show you. So if a member logs in to the system, so I'm logged in as administrator now. I log out of the system, okay? So this is the web page that somebody will see when they're not registered. So when you sign in, again, we can create a registration page here for them to register themselves without contacting you. So they can actually register, put their own password, their own email and stuff. So at the minute, I'll just log in as myself. You can see when I log in, then when I go to the actual web page, again, I am administrator now, so I see all of these, okay? So when you log in as a standard user, literally all you're going to see is, you won't even see this published here. You'll just see this drop down here with your name, basically, and you click on this and you can click on my account. So when I click on my account, I can see all invoices then that I have actually, so this one here I'm waiting to pay. I can actually pay that directly now online myself. Pay online, I can pay with Stripe. Pay now. It comes up with a Stripe number. This is in a test mode at the moment, so there's a test. This is a card for, this is a test Visa card number. Again, I can put that in there. Visa card number, date, month can be anything, year can be anything once it's above today's date, and the CVC code can be anything. And you click pay now, and that actually confirms your payment, okay, and your invoice. So I can see that that's paid. Again, this is all the members doing this themselves, so there's very little administration to be done in the back end, because everything is, once configured properly, everything is automated. Again, I can download this invoice. This is a PDF file. I can see the invoice. I can print it off. I can do what I want, basically. Again, we can edit this. These are only templates. We can make this look any way we want. So again, the member themselves can actually see invoices. And for instance, if obviously you have some members that probably don't like using computers and don't like logging in and just want you to print off or post it or email them directly, they don't want to be logging in, you can still go to your invoicing. Again, we'll have a list of invoices here, and we have a list of sales orders. Again, this will be all automated when we're actually using Stripe. At the minute, it's because it's in test mode. It's not automating because it hasn't got confirmation of payment, basically. But we can go in here and we can click on, we can see the orders, we can create an invoice from this, we can send an email, we can print it, we can do what we want. As I said, it's a full-blown CRM system. And there's your PDF. So we can print that off and post it to them or do whatever we want. Same thing as what the member is actually seeing when they log in. Yeah, so we have the front end and the back end. The back end is very, very powerful. Again, members, we will match these fields up with the registration on the actual website. We can create meetings, we can see many sales is on whatever member. So if I go back here to Jason Roycroft, see he hasn't invoiced anything. I can see his active sales, so there's no actual, nothing has actually done here at the moment. Again, the membership here, we can see the membership start date, the membership end date, the membership status, what type of membership they have. Configuration will show you the membership types and the membership fees. So that's just a quick demo of a registration. Obviously we have a lot of work to do. There's about 10 to 15 days left on coding to do on this to get it to requirements to go live. It is just a quick demo to show you the potential of the system. So by no means is this a final finished system. We would have to test, as I said, 10 to 15 days. Probably take about 10 days for coding, and we use probably 5 days for testing. Any questions, you can contact me. Best email at the moment to get me at is info@dscomputers.ie.